We're seeing, I mean, we started in January of 2021. So we started pretty early on this. What we're seeing now is we do have elements, get this now, guys, of the far right. And we're understanding now that the far right and the far left are exactly alike. It's a totalitarian mindset.
Right.
We will attack you, attack you, attack you. And if you come back with it, then how dare you, et cetera. That's how the left and the far right operate. So maybe this is good. I've talked to a couple political science professors yesterday, and they're like, look, that's a good thing when the far left and the far right meet, and we actually see them sharing content now back and forth. And I say that because in mature movements like in North Carolina, this is kind of eventually what happens. So they're sharing things. Once the far left and the far right have met, it allows more space for people who are everyday common sense people to actually come together as one and say, hey, we're not going to tolerate this. Here's the key though, guys. Yeah. If you're in a parental rights movement, you've got to hold both sides accountable, right? You cannot say, hey, they're totalitarian, they're saying things are just nuts, etc., and then ignore what's going on your own side. And I think that's the ticket to winning, and that's key. By no means am I saying, hey, can't we just all get along? Or, hey, great, we're all can agree to disagree. Hell no.
Right.
Right now that we're getting rid of the performative nonsense of the Antifa, Black Lives Matter protesters, and then these nut jobs on the right, we can actually have strong conversations and advocate for things, because guess what? Now these school board members, now these state reps do not have these extremists to point to and say, hey, you're one of them. No, we're not. We've called them out. We've called them out on our side and their side. That has gotten us so much credibility. I can't even tell you. We're able to now talk to a lot of people because they're like, hey, you guys just don't want extremism at all. I'm like, exactly. Right. That's why when we see, right, you know.
Well, it's funny. It is funny. So the Bangor Daily News, which I wouldn't buy to crimple up and set on fire on my wood stove here in Maine, they call me a far right activist all the time. And I said to my wife the other day, I said, I don't